One of the most significant challenges associated with participating in the minimalist movement is overcoming our dependence on and need to continually acquire new possessions. Everything tells us that having more is better and that having new, expensive things will make us successful and happy. In truth, people's happiness frequently decreases as they pursue more. This might lead to an unwitting addiction to seeking out more in the pursuit of the elusive happy place. People can simplify their lives through minimalism in order to embrace true gratitude and contentment. Although neither lifestyle is necessary for the other, it is nice that minimalism and zero waste go hand in hand. Less waste is generated by minimalist living, and vice versa. So being a minimalist has the extra benefit of making you a more conscientious being. Hi, and welcome back to Fascinating Self. Today we will talk about the items you don't need in your space and should never buy in your minimalist journey. Stick with us to the end of the video to discover why impulse buying stuff is a disservice to your minimalist home. Item number 1. Single-purpose kitchenware. There are a lot of amazing appliances and accessories that can make some food-related activities just a little bit easier. But there are also a lot of other appliances and accessories that are likely to accomplish little more than waste your money and take up room and clutter your space. A little bread toaster may appear to be an essential kitchen device if you frequently consume toasted sandwiches. Since most toasters can only fit 2 slices of bread at once, you should consider the electric oven before making the investment. Even though most deep fryers are available in more compact sizes, purchasing one might not be worth the additional room in the kitchen unless you frequently deep fry food. Some examples of appliances that were created to address a need that did not exist in the first place are the half-baked, the asparagus steamer, the banana slicer, the bread maker, and the meat shredding claws, the popcorn machine, etc. Most of these things are unnecessary distractions that a minimalist can do without. Item number 2. Home smart gadgets. There are significant distinctions between the interiors of a home built in the last quarter century and one built just 25 years ago. Rapid technological breakthroughs over the past 2 decades have affected every aspect of society, from modes of communication to the comforts of daily life. Although it is to be expected that some staples of daily life will evolve from one generation to the next, many items that were once standard in the typical home are now obsolete. That is because it is getting easier to get a more advanced electronic equivalent to any appliance you would use around the house. Most of these smart devices, however, are redundant and only serve to clutter up your home. If you already have a smartphone, you do not need a smart speaker to tell you the time and date. You can also skip buying a smart salt shaker and a smart toilet. This is an absurdly extensive list, and most of the high-tech devices on it are prohibitively expensive. Without a doubt, the Internet of Things, IoT, has impacted our lives in ways we never imagined. Some of these high-tech tools have enhanced our daily lives and productivity, while others are pointless gizmos that attempt to address issues that do not exist. Item number 3. Endless cosmetic products. Alluring as they may be, beauty products can lead us astray and cause us to spend more money than we had intended. Before we know it, our cabinets are crammed with jars and bottles that have been opened but are otherwise untouched for months. If you declutter your cosmetics, not only will you free up space, but you will also be able to give any unneeded products to people in need. Bad forms of consumerism are promoted by the haul culture of the internet beauty industry. Decluttering is the first step in achieving a basic routine that meets your personal style in efficiency and effectiveness, which is the first step towards paying closer attention to what you are buying and how it fits into your beauty regimen. Using a product that is more than 6 to 12 months old on your face is likely to create skin problems. Do not dwell on the lost cash or the fact that the hue is perfect for you. Get rid of it already. As a matter of fact, the problem is that we have too much and are not using any of it. If we truly loved a product, we would not let it collect dust in the back of a cabinet or in a drawer. Rather, we would use it on a regular basis. Item 4. Snacks and junk food. The people with whom you share your home are the most precious part of your house. If you do not know where dust and dirt tend to accumulate, it will be difficult to maintain a clean environment for the people who matter to you most. Keeping this in mind, the most common cause of clutter in the home may be found in the kitchen, specifically in the form of snacks and junk food, because these are the foods we consume the most with family. Do not misunderstand us. To be clear, we do not disapprove of rewarding ourselves or others occasionally with treats. In addition, there are ways to store food at home that will not overrun your living space. Many filthy people choose to eat fast food and other types of convenience food because they would rather not clean the house or prepare their own meals. They fail miserably, leaving behind half-eaten bags of pretzels, half-empty bottles of yogurt, and half-empty boxes of pizza, in addition to a truly horrible atmosphere. Item number 5. Oversized clothing. You are in the store's locker room, trying on garments that do not seem to be the right size. Somehow, you talk yourself into buying them, only to regret the purchase when you get home and notice how cluttered your closet is. The temptation to buy clothes that are too small or too big is always present. The underlying thought processes behind these ideas are, if I buy a smaller size, it will motivate me to lose weight. Or, if I buy a larger size, I will not feel or look so fat. However, these justifications never lead to success. Clothes in the size you wish you were serve as a constant reminder that you are overweight and need to lose weight. However, when your clothes are too big, you not only look and feel overweight, but you also look frumpy. The gratification you seek is unavailable to you. You get depressed every day instead of inspired. As a result of feeling down, you may turn to food as a comfort and keep up your emotional struggle with your weight. Buying clothes on impulse, whether they fit or not, can be harmful to your minimalist journey and your confidence. Item number 6. Home fragrances and air fresheners. The human sense of smell is the most powerful memory trigger and perceiver. The physical and mental clutter of our world is overwhelming. We live in a society where there are so many aromas competing for our attention that they have become background noise, even if we are not consciously aware of them. However, advertising strategies have positioned house fragrance as an essential item. Fragrances are necessary because the air in our home tends to be stuffy. You take extreme measures to maintain a wholesome environment at your residence. You prefer to eat or grow organic produce, paint your walls with low VOC options, and use regional suppliers whenever possible. And this extends to the building materials you use in your renovations and new construction projects as well. But if you regularly use an air freshener, you may be undermining all those long-term benefits. Essentially, air fresheners are just fragrances made from chemicals that are dissolved in a solvent, like isopropyl alcohol. The smell is released as volatile organic compounds as the solvent evaporates, which is dangerous to our health. Item number 7. Too many kids' toys. You should embrace the life-altering joys of toy minimalism. If you imagine your children playing in a serene, tidy environment for lengthy stretches, engaged in deep, imaginative play, toy minimalism has dual benefits. It releases you from the turmoil and pains of maintaining toys while relieving your children of the toy clutter and creep that distracts them from creative play. The energy of your home can be dramatically altered by reducing the number of toys in play. Almost every family in the developed world struggles with an excessive amount of toys. Millions of articles, tweets, and conversations have already been written about the best ways to select, organize, store, clean, declutter, and decrease your child's toy collection. The role of advertisers is not negligible, of course. You will hear 1,000,001 claims from toy manufacturers about how their wares will inspire your kid to play for longer, think creatively, pick up reading, and hone their motor abilities. In actuality, especially for very young children, virtually anything can function as a toy. Most people have trouble concentrating in a chaotic environment, and for youngsters, having an overabundance of toys serves as little more than a diversion from the pinnacle of childhood development. Creative exploratory play. Item number 8. Gifts and cards. For many of us, exchanging gifts is a central element of the holiday season. Buying and receiving presents can be a lot of fun, but it can also cause some stress, especially if you are a minimalist or are in the process of becoming one. The majority of the presents we buy our kids are thrown away or forgotten about within a week or two. This has led to a shift in the minimalist approach to gift giving. Experiences, rather than material goods, make the best presents. Nonetheless, if it serves a significant purpose, it is acceptable. Also, save trees by calling someone to tell them happy holidays instead of sending cards. Presents that do not add to the recipient's clutter are another option. To avoid adding to someone's hoard of material possessions, consider giving them an experience or an activity instead of a material item, or things that can be used up quickly and will not accumulate unnecessary storage. Do not squander your money or the recipient's space on useless or unwanted presents. An experience or activity will not only provide the recipient with a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but also provide you a chance to bond with that special someone. In many cases, the best present we can give to the people we care about is the gift of our time. Be sure to click on the link on the screen to watch our video on minimalist hacks to change your life. See you in the next one.